Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. You know, I think for so many of us, it just is so obvious and apparent what's really going on here in this world. I mean, it almost couldn't be any more obvious. I mean, do you agree? I mean, I almost feel like they must think we're absolute idiots.
That I've thought that for a long time that they do believe we are completely, absolutely, utterly just challenged.
Yeah, it's just amazing. So, when you look here, this is out of Patent Scope. This is a cryptocurrency system using body activity data. In other words, they're going to know everything that you do. We all know that chips are coming. And not only that, but they're going to be able to monitor if you scratched your nose. I mean, that's how much or how little privacy you're going to have. They're going to know you went to the bathroom 12 times today. And, maybe you're going to get a text message saying, you shouldn't be drinking so much or something. It's crazy. And so cryptocurrency, digital money, that enables controllers to control to an even higher degree. And not only that, but if it's in your body or, always on your person, then, what freedom are you going to have? Because you're going to have it, and we see patents here. And guess who filed these patents? Take a guess who filed these patents. Yeah, Bill Gates. So, I mean, it's Microsoft, so this is just, it's so pretty obvious, right? I mean, we crashed the economy and now we issue a digital cryptocurrency system that's going to be issued by Bill Gates. And then Bill Gates, he's got plans to work together to vaccinate 7 billion people. Yeah, and I wonder who's going to come up with the vaccine. Somehow it'll be related to him as well. I think he thinks he owns this entire world.
He does. He has I think what they would call entitlement issues.
Entitlement, narcissism, I don't know. It's pretty wild, So, these are patents. Check it out. Down at the bottom, you see where it's going to be used, where they plan on using it, and it's like everywhere, including Africa, Eurasia, Europe, United States, everywhere. So, we're looking at the global, or the intention to, put out a new global monetary system that's going to be using cryptocurrency, so they'll know every single little thing you've ever done. And, and then also they got the plan to vaccinate 7 billion people. Seems like a win-win situation for the Gates Foundation, doesn't it? Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Win-win for them. Here you see, and we did the meditation from Dr. Rashid Buttar. He's blasting Gates and Fauci and exposes the FAKE, you know what, as the economy collapses. Well, why? Well, because they got a plan. And it's right here. And it's made by Microsoft. They control us with Windows, the Windows operating system. They know everything we're doing. And it's really just so incredibly obvious right here. And then you got this little weasel. I'm sorry, but he does look like a little weasel. He really does. I shouldn't have said that. But still, there's a Gestapo air to him when I look at him. And I see that also in some of the other ones. It just feels like it. So, does he have millions invested in a vaccine as well? It's just so, you couldn't, it's just so easy to see through. And of course, and so President Trump was asked about this, and, he said that they're looking into it like yesterday. And then he brought up that it was under the Obama administration. That's the only part that we have to get away from, is like understanding it. It's not just a Democratic problem. It's both parties. There's greed on both parties. We've talked about the Bushes and their tangled ties to the MIC and making money on companies that produce the gas chamber for the Nazis. It's a real tangled web. And then we also have Dr. Fauci suggesting China is lying about the scale of its outbreak, rejects the claim that the disease escaped the lab. And then we got the questions about the funding coming from the U.S. to the lab, and was he involved? And then we see China is basically telling the Arab world the U.S. is behind it, and the U.S. is saying China is behind it. And we knew that the powers that be, the bankers and the Bill and Melinda Gates of the world, they've bought up a ton of land, down in New Zealand and Australia, because they want to get out of the northern hemisphere because they know what they have planned. And also they plan on shifting power to China because it's a completely totalitarian system with an emperor for life that they manipulate at will. So, that's it in a nutshell, guys.
That's all, folks. It's simple.
Yeah, so you can't make this stuff up. But at the same time, you can wake people up, and I hope that you guys will keep waking people up. As always, guys, thank you for your support. God bless and namaste.
Namaste.